The following podcast has been rated Listener MA. It contains strong language, violence, adult situations, nudity. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Laughing on the Sidelines podcast. I am your host. My name is Scotty Gurman, a.k.a. Scooter McFuckstick. Alongside me, as usual... Just fuckstick. Alongside me, as usual, I have two excellent stand-up comedians. First, to my left, the 1984 Kingman County T-Ball Defensive Player of the Year Award winner, Mr. Jeremy Joseph.
Scottish cheese. What's
up,
going
dude?
on, man?
Not
Hey, it's been a great week, action-packed for me, but I don't want to take up too much time because we have a guest here.
We do have a guest. Actually, I thought it was just me and you again this time.
Well, yeah, and then
Didn't we trim the fat?
No, you're still here, dude.
It's a lot of fat.
Here. I am still here. No, we got the wreck back, man. God, it's nice to have you back.
It is.
I ain't gonna lie. We missed you.
I mean, I did enjoy the leg room last week,
Yeah.
but for God's sake,
You were missing that handy. You missed that handy.
I didn't miss it entirely.
You really wouldn't miss it now. My hands are so dry, I'd feel like you got jerked off by paper mache. It'd be awful.
Believe me, I know what it feels like to be jerked off by paper mache.
Glory hole in the pinata. I got you.
Well, that's what I break it with. I just beat my dick against it.
I usually do that against the kids.
Right, they're all blindfolded.
They
That
don't
makes
know
it
what's
work.
going on. That's called a cuckold for the parents.
Absolutely.
That's right. You can
That's
watch somebody else fuck your kids.
That's what happens at a quinceañera.
Good God.
You might want to move your phone. It's crackling.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
Anyways,
If it gets snap and pop, we got cereal.
welcome to Laughing on the Sidelines
Social
podcast.
distancing, dude.
This is a
can't be
podcast
here.
where we like to make inappropriate jokes and have absolutely terrible foul mouths. Which, if you haven't already noticed, if this is God damn.
Fuck! Mitch!
If foul language is something that makes you squeamish, you are in the wrong place. This show...
Or you're in the right place.
Or, yeah.
Maybe you like to be squeamish. Who knows?
Maybe that's your thing.
I'm really into being squeamish. That's my hobby. I like long walks on the beach and getting squeamish.
Nice. This podcast is in relation to all the current events that are going on in sports. And this is this is a comedy show. And that's the first joke.
Right now, we are as active as most professional athletes.
Yes.
Nice.
That is right.
I'm in the shape of some lineman right now.
Yeah. All of our hair looks excellent. Good thing we're all wearing hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My pubes are a mess. That's why I'm wearing a Jimmy hat.
I've actually had time to do something with mine.
Have you?
Yep.
What'd you go with?
Braid?
Fu Manchu? Please tell me Fu Manchu. That'd look great across the ends of a dick.
No, I'd say pigtails all around it, you know?
No, you're both wrong.
Oh, damn it.
What'd you go with?
I went with the Padawan braid.
I don't know what that one is.
The Jedi students.
Yeah,
the
I don't-
really
I don't
long.
watch Star Wars. You've already lost.
yeah.
It's like
That's
that.
Already lost me.
He's the Star Wars guy.
I'm the
That's
Star
right. I
Wars
was
guy,
talking to the
yeah.
wrong guy.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Now, is the Padawan braid longer than the main show?
Yes, and just so anybody wonders, matches the drapes.
Nice.
Gray
Well, welcome in. God,
and dirty.
it's been a while that all three of us have been here.
Yeah.
So
I thought there was just two of us.
for a while,
I thought there was just me and Derek.
3.5, actually. I'm kind of gained some weight since this whole fucking quarantine.
that's okay. You're not the only one. But anyways, so like we always start off with every single show, let's get to our week recap. Jeremy, how was your week, buddy?
Fucking fantastic. Like I said earlier, action-packed. God damn. This is actually something from a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to throw it out there. I changed the brakes on my car, the rear brake pads.
No.
Which was the first time that I had taken the wheels off the car since getting new tires put on.
Yeah.
So I wanted to send a shout out to one of our listeners, Jesse.
Yeah.
Who actually did the work of putting those tires on there. Hey, thanks, asshole, for tightening up my fucking lug nuts like a goddamn gorilla. I really enjoyed having to use 4 feet of fucking cheater pipe just to break the sons of bitches loose.
What's that big dick energy he's got?
Oh my God, he's
been drinking Strike Force.
Fucking case of Strike Force an hour. God damn, dude, that was ridiculous. Anyways, now that I got that out of the way, now I can go to some shit I'm real pissed about.
I'm back.
As you know, I'm a big fan of NASA, especially historical NASA stuff. To where there's a website called Quora.
Yeah, I've heard it.
I'm actually allowed to answer people's questions about the moon and astronomy and the moon landing shit. They've got me as an authorized answerer guy.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
It doesn't take much. That's like officiating a wedding. I mean,
Yeah, you just got to answer a question. You didn't even have to be the right answer. They'll just acknowledge you. Here's the problem with that is that it's got a weird algorithm there.
Yeah.
And because I have answered questions about the moon, and the moon plays a big part in astrology. So now I'm getting inundated with fucking astrology questions and people wondering about the fucking signs of the goddamn, what do they call that thing? The fucking...
Zodiac?
The Zodiac,
There you go. Yeah, the guy that killed a bunch of people in the 70s.
That guy. And I don't want them to find out I'm him.
Right.
Yeah. You and Ted Cruz.
I haven't figured out my own fucking cryptex there. It's fucking math, and I don't get that shit.
Yeah.
It's common.
But so yeah, that's really annoying me because I've had time to go through that shit, and I see astronomy is a hard science. Astrology is horseshit, and nothing but horseshit.
It is nothing but horseshit.
Let's see. I started watching a new series.
Yeah.
I've only given it one episode. The Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch.
I just got that recorded to watch tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna start it tonight.
What is it on?
It's on TV.
It's right after Curse of Oak Island. On History Channel.
Okay, so it's on History Channel?
Yes.
Okay.
I watched the Ancient Aliens on that, and I was like, oh, and then I hit guide because that was just on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is interesting, and I hit guide, and that was next. So I'm recording episode 1 and 2 tonight, so I can go back and watch it.
I'm not so sure if I'm going to stick with it or not. Skinwalker Ranch is a place that fascinates me. Have you heard of it? Mm-mm. It's a ranch in Utah that sits on some sacred Indian ground.
Oh,
and
naturally.
Years ago, some Navajo put a curse on the land. And so there's like these shape-shifting creatures that people have reported seeing on the land, and it's a hotbed of UFO activity. But here's the thing is, it's like right dead in between Area 51 and also Los Alamos.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, there's all kinds of weird, like, radiation readings.
That's
and people
Spanish for the Alamos.
Right.
Got it.
That's where they did detonated a lot of nuclear bomb testing and shit. And so, and people have thought maybe this was maybe a CIA post where they've done some experiments, some chemical experiments, so people maybe see some weird shit. But a lot of weird shit happens at this place.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm hoping they get down to the bottom of it. There's a lot of these shows like these Ancient Aliens that's just the hokiest bullshit. That
It was on, Jeremy. It was just background. I was Mario Karting on my iPhone, and it was on.
Trust me, I've watched this shit too. There's a guy on there named Giorgio Salukas.
Yeah, you already know more than I do.
And he is a fucking douchebag of the highest order. That he will sit there and
Are
like
you
look
sure
at.
that sounds like an alias for George Lucas when he goes to check into a hotel?
Apparently, that's what
Like at the Waldorf, like, it's under Giorgio Salukas.
He's very infatuated with aliens.
I'm sure he
and
is.
space shit. But,
Same guy.
Is he the fucking creep show with the weird hair?
Yes.
Oh, God damn.
But he sits there and he'll look at like these ancient artifacts. You know, look at how they have this bird. It's got an upright vertical fin. Clearly, this is evidence of alien technology. Clearly? I don't know about clearly. It's a odd coincidence.
Clearly, Jeremy. Fucking clearly.
But then they take that shit and they put it on the History Channel and people take it as fact.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
true.
fucking horseshit.
That's true.
And then I watched a couple of movies.
Yeah?
Black Dynamite.
Yeah, that's a good.
Seen
one.
it before. Starring Michael Jai White. Are we familiar with him?
Is that a porn movie? It's like a porn
No, it was made in 2009. It's supposed to be like
Dolomite, isn't it?
Dolomite or Shaft. It's like it's in the 70s style. He's a black detective.
Oh, wow.
Right. A lot of that shit.
All right, got it.
But it's fucking hilarious. And it was, I didn't realize, written by Michael Jai White, who's a very accomplished not only actor but martial artist.
Oh,
He'd been in a lot of martial arts movies, but I believe he was an MMA fighter too.
really? I would
yeah.
know about this, but I have never even heard of it.
But it's fucking great. I've seen it before, but it's great. And then I watched a movie called Frost Nixon.
Frost Nixon.
Heard
Yeah.
of it, haven't seen it.
If you
Didn't
like
that where Richard Nixon dies in a blizzard?
Yep, that's right. In a Dairy Queen blizzard.
That's what I thought.
They blended him up
Yep.
in there with some Snickers. No, back in the 70s.
Like
After
Carol Baskined his ass.
That's right. After Nixon resigned from office, he did a series of interviews with a guy named David Frost, who was a British TV host, a talk show host.
I've heard of that guy.
And, I mean, he was kind of famous in the 60s, lost fame in the 70s.
Yeah.
Then paid $600,000 to do an exclusive interview with Richard Nixon. And it's a very famous interview. It's a series of interviews where he, like, lowered Nixon's guard and got him to admit that
Really?
he was behind Watergate, that he ordered that shit.
No
And
kidding.
he comes out and says, you know, isn't this illegal? And he said, when the president does it, it's not illegal.
What?
That was Nixon's whole take on things. And he did what nobody else could do. This fucking guy who's not even a journalist.
Wow.
Sasha
it was-
Baron Cohen tried to do that with OJ on the This Is America. Did you
Yeah.
ever watch that? Or
No,
think
I
it's
didn't.
Not This Is
I haven't
America,
seen
but
that one.
America. It was something. I forget the name of the fucking series. But he did one season of it, and he played like some British or some millionaire extravagant from like a different country, and kept trying to get OJ to admit he killed his wife, and he'd have his wife, like his fake wife, would come in, Sasha Baron Cohen's, and she'd say something, he'd shoo her off, say, God, I just got I'd like do a stab thing. He's like, you know, and he's like, no, I don't know. He kept trying to get OJ to admit he killed his wife. Same type of deal.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my
Except this guy was far more clever about it. Richard Nixon was a master debater.
Sure.
Masturbator, they called him.
Yeah.
But who could not be fooled into this by anybody else. And for some reason, this time he fell for it.
Wow.
And then my wife and I, just earlier this week, were watching something on DVR, and we're both deaf as fuck. We can't hear nothing. So the volume turned way up, and she was doing laundry at the same time. And luckily we were watching on DVR, so we fast forward through the commercials, and it gets quiet, and I just hear fucking water running.
Oh, no.
And a fucking hose in the washing machine had come loose on the inside and was just fucking dumping water out. And it was a fucking near miss. We were able to get it stopped before it did any damage. But had we kept the fucking volume turned up, that thing would have run for a couple of fucking hours, just pouring water onto the fucking floor. It did go down like through the vents and shit and wound up in the basement, but all in the
Where it
storage room.
belongs.
Right.
It just knew where to go.
What the fuck kind of curse does your fucking house have?
I don't know if you knew this or not, but Jeremy lives on that fucking.
I live on Skinwalker
yeah,
Ranch.
they're gonna make a series on History Channel about Jeremy's basement.
I live in the water demons. Live at my house.
The Wet Bandits.
This is
from
It
Home
is.
Alone. Yeah,
Fucking Joe
Marv,
Pesci
Harry, and
and-
Marv.
Yeah.
Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci.
Pesci.
Yeah, we're the Wet Bandits.
Wet Bandits.
That's probably the high point of Daniel Stern's
Stern's
career
career.
and the low point of Joe Pesci's career.
Probably.
I would say the high point would be the voice of the one as Fred Savage in the Wonder Years. Like that would be the high point of Daniel Stern's career.
Was that him?
That was him.
Okay.
Yep,
Oh my goddamn.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
Daniel Stern.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. But other than that,
And I would say the low point in his career was taking that iron to the face from Macaulay Culkin. That was probably the.
Have you ever seen where the guy does those experiments and measures those fucking traps? Any one of them would have killed both of those
I
guys.
have not, but I really want. Is that on MythBusters?
No,
It's on YouTube.
Oh, that's great. I gotta find that.
Yeah,
I got time on my
That
hands.
fucking pipe in Home Alone 2 that he throws down there.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, they're dead.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to ring some of
Macaulay
that
Culkin
shit up.
would have
My
been
wife's
arrested for
working from
murder.
home.
He would have fucking just caved their fucking skulls in and all kinds of shit.
Great movie.
If he was in Florida, he'd got away.
Yeah, it's true.
I actually watched Home Alone 2
That's
the other day. Part of it.
Lost in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one the best, actually, out of the Home Alones.
You would. I'm surprised you didn't say the one without him.
What do you mean? What?
I figured you'd say the one with like that other fucking fat little kid.
Oh, Home Alone 3?
Yeah.
I don't like that one as much. I like them all though.
You know, if Macaulay Culkin was 14 with an internet connection, that movie'd been way different.
Yeah,
It'd just be jacking off the whole goddamn time. Like, my mom's gone. Just... That's what would have happened that whole movie.
Yep, that's true.
That is something that I've always wondered, like, you know, since I'm a big fan of the moon landings. They sent 3 guys up there, but only 2 got to land on the moon, which means that one guy had to stay up in the command module by himself for the first time in 4 days.
Yeah.
Just orbiting the moon.
Like, what was he doing?
Oh, that place had to be covered in semen. Just fucking droplets everywhere because it doesn't fall to the ground.
No, it's just sitting there just going around and like Neil Armstrong and the other guy come in and they're just like, what the fuck, Jeff?
How pissed is that guy that he didn't get to go on the moon? No, like, you know, he held that.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Against
that's like in anytime you see a group of 3 people, like there's always the one guy,
yeah,
who's the odd man out.
Odd man out,
right? And it's like, you know, hey, we got tickets to the Super Bowl. You know, only got 2 of them though. But can you give us a ride?
Yeah,
that's like the
you
biggest
don't you don't get to go in there, but we need you to circle the parking lot and wait for us to come back out. Yeah, those guys got to go down to the world's biggest bounce house.
Yeah.
While he had to sit confined.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I've been watching a lot of news too, and they showed somebody in Texas with all this shit going on now with all the quarantine. There was a lot of I do feel bad for high school seniors because they don't get graduation, they don't get prom.
Does suck, doesn't it?
They didn't get any of that, and there was a family in Texas that held like a porch prom, and it was like 1 dude and 2 chicks, and they danced for 3 hours on the porch. They had the photo shoot and everything. And I remember they even said they crowned a prom king and queen. I'm like, you know, that bitch that didn't win queen, she had a 50% chance that they're not friends anymore. No, like, not at all. Like, really, Carla? You fucking cunt. You just stole that away from me?
Fucking vote was a landslide. She didn't even vote for herself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking funny. All right, so that's Jeremy's.
Yeah.
How was, dude?
I took a week to go through that.
No shit. We haven't seen Derek in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So how have you been, dude?
Oh man, it's been a hell of a couple of weeks, man. I bought a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
I went and bought a Nerf. I don't know what that's going to do against an intruder.
It'll annoy them.
That's
what intruders hate more than anything.
It sure
annoyance. And then you hit them with a fucking pipe that you're swinging from a goddamn ceiling.
I'll tell you what, it sure pissed my wife off when I shot her in the throat at Kohl's with it. Left a mark.
Wow.
I have had the craziest fucking week. I shot a horse.
All right.
What?
I buy a gun, and then it went a little awry, right? Like, I punched the horse, and then it kicked me, so I shot it.
Okay.
What? I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption.
Okay, got it.
Like, that's what I've been doing.
I was gonna say that might be the craziest use of the stand your ground laws ever.
I love butternuts. Come! I love buttercup.
We ain't gonna fucking stand for no ranching in this house. I ain't running from that.
So what I've been playing a lot of
ranch.
Yeah. I played a lot of Red Dead Redemption. I bought I actually did go buy a pistol. I might as well have one. I hope I never have to use it, right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
I heard you hoped you did.
I couldn't find ammo for it, so I don't know really what to buy. And I text my buddy who's a big gun nut, and I'm like, "Hey, what should I get?" And he said, "Well, you shot my Springfield, and you really liked it. I would get that or a Glock." And so I ended up buying the Springfield because that was the most comfortable one I'd shot, and so I bought that. But I was like, "Man, here's the deal. I said I can get the gun, but I can't get any ammo. Like, they're out of ammo. Like, everywhere's out of ammo." Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Get the gun. I'll give you some ammo." And I'm like, all right. He goes, but try calling a bunch of places first and see if you can get it. So I went on this fucking wild goose chase around town looking for ammo. I couldn't fucking find any. So I ended up picking ammo up from him, but I've gotten on Facebook and have posted something about buying a gun. I said, well, I bought a gun, right? Because I figured all those people should know.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
And I said, but I couldn't find ammo. Or one of my buddies goes, well, we need to go out and shoot. whenever you can find ammo, that is. I said, I'm not even going to buy ammo for it. I got a heavy bag in the basement. I'm just pistol whipping the shit out of it. I'm training. I don't want ammo. I just want to be able to fucking correct my wife when she steps wrong. You know, like
You want to kill him in a much more personal way.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And it just, I haven't done shit with this whole, like, this is the most elaborate game of cooties ever. Like, that is
That's
what
true.
this is.
That is
Like,
totally true.
Everything is hot lava right now. Like, the whole fucking, like, floor's hot lava.
Yeah.
Gas pumps hot lava.
Yep.
Yeah. Everything's hot lava. So that's
I wish everybody felt that way because I've had to go out a couple places to the grocery store a couple of times, and there are too many people out there, old people, who do not give a fuck. It's like, dude, you're the one at risk.
Did you see the guy there? I just read today there was a guy not far from us in Wichita. There's a small town called Newton. If you don't know where that is, it's okay.
It's where the gross figs.
You're fine.
So yeah, it's where the figs come from.
Where physics started.
Isaac was born there. So there was somebody in Newton that I guess just recently got arrested, like today or yesterday, for coughing on people at a Walmart and saying I have coronavirus, and he was just going and coughing on people like as a prank and got arrested. But I'm like, what kind of asshole are you? That's like on September 14th going like, I'm going to hijack this goddamn plane in 2001.
Hey,
like,
where should I put my bomb on this plane?
Yeah.
Can I put that in the overhead bin?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's probably a result of people being locked in their homes for too long.
Yeah. I
So
really do
They're
think
looking
that has
for
something to do with
something. I mean, we're going to start seeing a lot of cabin fever.
One of those
incidents.
assholes are going to get shot.
it.
I did buy a
you're
gun.
gonna see
I'm
to
going to
it.
do it. Yeah, I'm going to nerf his ass. And the funny thing is like, so I've got my gun upstairs, which it's like my kind of in my nightstand drawer. And a couple nights ago, my wife and I are sitting downstairs and we're watching TV, and I hear like a boom upstairs. I'm like, what the fuck was that? I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna check it out. Like I know I got a pistol upstairs. An electric recliner is the worst thing you could have in that situation, because like I go to push the down button and I'm like, boom, what the fuck was that? All right, I'm gonna go check it out. Like, that's literally what fucking happened. Yeah. Like, I was dead. That guy would have nerfed me so much quicker than I could have nerfed him.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
That sounds so much like Smurfing.
Smurfing, nerfing, and my merkin. Got a
you wear
merkin?
one?
I always got a merkin.
Dude, I got that Padawan braid.
I got a merkin. Just think of the opportunity. You can wash it.
Sure,
for sure.
Oh, dude, I can wash this. I just don't.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't want to.
No, not especially not right now. So
What?
while you two guys are non-essential,
I
am essential.
Well, depends on who you ask. Wife, no. Work, yeah.
Certainly not to this podcast.
I completely agree. I there's some level of cabin fever that people I think are starting to get. They're all assholes. Every single one of them that I have to deal with on a regular basis are cunts. Cunts or pricks. One of the two.
Okay, first off, Scotty, this might be a big problem you've had in your life that you don't know the difference between a cunt and an asshole.
Yeah, you were born out of an asshole.
This might
big
be
pile
why
of
your
shit.
wife is angry most of the time.
No, she's actually been pretty good. She's been all right.
Oh, actually, I did start watching a new show too,
Oh,
just like Jeremy did. Foreskin Walker Ranch. It's a porno about like all this foreskin that melds up to be this one huge cock, and they just rail Scotty's sister over and over and
I
over.
thought you were gonna say it was me.
No.
That is so weird. Anytime I see a European porn and the guy's not fucking snipped, oh, that just fucking. It's like
That's
a
all I watch.
snuffleupagus.
That's all I watch.
Oh my god!
It's like
That's
two
awful.
anteaters fighting.
Other than that,
There's no joiner.
other than that, yeah, I really haven't done anything. I probably should be spending a lot more time with my wife, but
She doesn't.
She
think
doesn't
so.
want you to.
No, actually, I feel really bad. She's getting like kind of
Sick of you?
no,
Yeah,
no,
I
the
get
exact
it. I
opposite.
get it, honey.
I'm working, so I go home and I'm not gonna say I'm a huge
bragging.
I'm a huge germaphobe. But I kind of am. Like, I go to work, I come home, I fucking sanitize everything.
Scotty,
Yeah.
I've been trying to social distance myself from you for over 4 years
And
now.
you still haven't been able to do it.
I know. You're like a goddamn virus.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a
stuck with me.
bacteria, a virus.
Yeah. But
You're filth, Scotty, is what we're saying.
So, but I did also start.
Stripped a cocksucker.
You're such a dick. I did finally get to start watching a show that I wasn't really all that into at first, and now I am starting to enjoy it, and that's Ozarks.
I thought you were going to say Full House.
No.
Okay.
That was based on my recommendation.
That was based on Jeremy's recommendation and Keith Litsky. I also want to point out that Jeremy does not have the shot collar on today. Sorry. Shot collar stopped working. Oops. Anyway, we'll get it fixed.
Well, and we don't know who won.
Yeah, we do.
The vote's still coming in.
No.
There were absentee ballots.
Look, there were ballots that were basically like, listen, I like Scotty's movies better than Jeremy's. However, I would much rather see Scotty get the shot collar.
What does that say about you as a person?
Yeah, I'm a prick, and I get it.
And shit taste
and I
in movies.
accept my role.
Our listeners and followers are mainly fucking uncultured hillbillies. That you have a fucking Keanu Reeves movie on there. You have a fucking children's movie.
Which one?
In your list? Sandlot.
That is one.
That's a children's movie.
For what it's worth, it came out exactly
that dog wasn't that big.
1993 on April 7th. Today is April 7th. You know what other movie was also on April 7th?
I don't care.
Major League back in 1989.
Okay, great.
They share a date together.
What year did it come out, Sandlot?
Sandlot was 1993.
Yeah, okay.
93 was Sandlot, and 89 was Major League.
April 7th?
April 7th.
Oh, today.
Well,
fuck that.
Year of our Lord?
Year of our the year of our Lord.
I can tell you this. Them fucking shoes don't make you run faster.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
We had that
dog
shit.
That
Was
Reebok pumps, though?
Totally.
Oh, they'll make you jump higher. Sure.
Totally.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, that was Chappelle's first big movie. You remember that? Robin Hood Men in Tights, when he had to fucking pump up his
I remember being in that, but I didn't remember the Reebok pumps. I had a pair of Reebok pumps. I was a fucking little spoiled asshole as a child. And, like, they fell apart like the first day.
I'm sure they did.
Oh, they did. They fucking, like, I remember looking down
shit.
at my bicycle spokes and like the plastic had shot off, and my mom was like, "We're gonna take these back," and I didn't know I was getting a new pair. And they took me to the store, and I was like 8, and I was just fucking bawling. Oh yeah, I didn't get a new pair, and deservedly so. You know what I mean? Like, I would have been humiliated. I'm surprised I wasn't left in J.C. Penney's. That's what I'm surprised at.
God.
In the mid '80s, Reebok and Nike were like head to head.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And once Jordan really took off and became a megastar, and Nike had him,
That was it.
Reebok tried everything they could.
Shaq put a shoe in Walmart. Shaq was Reebok.
I remember.
Payless, anyway, I know that.
I remember the
That
Shaq
was
shoe.
Reebok. That was Reebok.
It was the logo of him doing the...
Was that the and one?
No.
Because that would have been stupid for Shaq to go to the free throw line.
You guys, you know what? You guys did that fucking shitty situation with who would you rather have announce your sex tape? I would rather have the guy from the And One Street fucking ball shows, like, hot sizzle, hot sauce. Oh, the professor! I'd rather have that guy announce my fucking sex tape.
Oh, yeah. Escalade.
Yeah, that guy. That's who I want to announce my
Hot
sex tape.
sizzle.
Yeah.
I think I would have rather had Jesse the Body.
No.
That would have been great.
No.
Look at the way he's giving it to her, McMahon.
What about Jim Ross? Oh my God, she's dead! She's dead! And he broke her in half! That killed her! She's dead!
I can't relax half my face.
As God is my witness, he's broken in half.
I can't do it either. Anyways, Jesus Christ, this is a sports show. We're already almost 30 minutes.
Yeah, wrestling. We're talking shoes, wrestling, all
Yeah,
the
shoes and
sports.
wrestling. All right.
Yeah.
But anyways,
you wear shoes when you wrestle. They're called boots.
Yep, they are boots. They are boots and tights.
And pants. Boots and pants.
Boots and pants. Boots and pants and boots and pants.
That should just be an episode of us taking drum lessons.
No, it would be
Snare
awful.
and assemble.
It would be awful. I'm sorry. All right,
Yeah,
so
you
do
fucking ruined it.
Believe it or not, we do actually have. Well, I ruin everything.
Yes.
we do actually have some sports to go over. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
What is their fucking new yo-yo champ?
Actually, I thought this was really interesting.
Competitive masturbating has made it.
To Olympic sport. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I got to go to Tokyo in 2021. See, I might miss a couple of weeks.
That's your new nickname, the 2020 Wonder.
Yeah.
So if you're an MMA fan out there, which I'm a huge MMA fan, Dana White apparently has almost secured himself a private island that he can have UFC fights on.
Please tell me it's Australia.
I don't know where it is.
It's Newfoundland.
I saw this and I'm just like, oh my God, we're getting to that point.
You're aware that this is the plot of Enter the Dragon.
Is it?
They went to a secret private island to have a fighting tournament.
Dragon.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce
I
Lee.
got it. Yeah.
That was his only real big American made
Okay. All right. Now I know which one.
that had a black karate dude in it. And the guy from
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in
Yeah,
Enter
Kareem-
the Dragon.
yeah.
no, that was
Wasn't that? I'm pretty
that
sure.
was the Game of Death.
Okay.
It had the guy from Bloodsport, the bad guy.
Oh, I always just call him Chong Li.
Chong Li.
That's what I always call
Yeah.
him. I don't remember his actual name.
Why he unnecessarily fucking folded that guy's shin out.
That's my favorite sports movie.
Jesus Christ.
I love Bloodsport.
I know you do.
I know what's in the name, but is it really a sport?
Yeah. It's fighting.
You break my record, I break you.
I break you.
Just like I break your friend.
Did you notice that fucking tablet that he crumbled and threw in his eyes? He dropped most of that shit.
It was Xanax.
There was-
It was a Xanny. He was ahead of the game. Like now they take that for recreation. He just Xannied him.
But I've seen how fast actual fighters move. Dude, you got your guy blinded.
Yeah.
And you just walked around it.
Yeah.
That was a page out of Mr. Fuji's playbook anyway. That was
sure. So Dana White's going to secure an island. Apparently, we're still going to be able to watch UFC fights by pay-per-view, I'm assuming. Don't have a whole lot of information on
if
that.
you're a dude and your first name's Dana, haven't you been ostracized on your own fucking island anyway for most of your life?
Yeah, but I don't think you fuck with that, Dana.
I would.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
He'd
I mean,
kill
he
you.
beats the
He's
hell out
not.
of me.
He's not the one that fights.
I would
He
love
does-
to
he-
sue that guy.
It's
he'll
not
pay it.
It's not that he doesn't fight or didn't fight. It's more or less that he didn't fight as well or as well to be in the UFC or an MMA.
Well, he's a dude and his name's Dana, so he has to know how to fight a little bit.
I think
he
by
has
the
to.
time he bought the UFC,
He's
he was
big.
too old.
Yeah, he's too old to go into. He was out of his
I
prime.
mean, fuck, he is named after the fucking daughter from Step by Step. I mean,
For sure,
for
yeah.
crying out loud.
I mean,
dude, I forgot about that
he
show.
literally did take what was a failing enterprise.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was a huge.
the Ultimate Fighting
risk.
Championship was that was considered lower than professional wrestling.
But how much cooler would it have been if they still didn't have weight classes? Like back then, there were no way. You could see like a fucking 140-pound dude against a 450-pound dude.
I would
you see
love
the-
to see Big Country against some 150
Oh
pounds.
no bullshit. This actually happened not that long ago. This was a couple of days ago. Did you see Conor McGregor sparring with the Mountain?
Oh yeah, that's been on YouTube for a couple of years.
No, this was recently.
That's my porno name.
No,
Mountain?
I'm pretty sure that's been up for a while.
I don't think so. It started spreading just recently, a couple weeks ago.
But yeah, 'cause
Like
people have been
coronavirus.
home to fucking share it. But I saw it a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah.
For those of you guys who don't know, the Mountain is the guy that is in Game of Thrones. He's the huge fucking beast of a guy that
Never
bitch-
watched.
He's an Icelandic man who
Yeah.
is he competes
World's
in those world's
strongest man.
strongest man
Yeah.
competitions and makes a lot of those guys look small.
Oh,
A real
dude,
Magnus
he
von
is-
Magnuson.
He is fucking huge. And then Conor McGregor is somewhat tall for his weight class. If I remember, he's like 5'8", 5'9", something like that.
That's tall for you, Scotty.
well, tall. He's 2 inches taller than me.
One of my best friends we're actually going to have as a guest here one of these days if the world ever picks up again.
Yeah.
Um,
it's gonna end.
His name is Magnuson.
Yes.
He
I already
actually
like him.
has-
You know
has
what? Let's
entered-
get Scotty off the show. Have him in. We're gonna take off.
he weighs about 120 pounds and he's introduced himself as the world's strongest man.
Fucking A.
Matt Magnuson.
Anyway,
He's half Canadian, half Mexican.
I already like him. He just skipped the middleman. That's
Fuck yeah.
he cut the middleman right out.
He jumped right over
Yeah.
that wall. Fucking backflipped over it.
Yeah.
He's a Conexican.
so soon news to come out later on that. Baseball may end
About
up
Matt?
no.
Really? Really?
Baseball may start in May. What are we thinking?
It's not going to start in May.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think baseball's going to start.
In fact, here's...
Don't talk that shit.
I
Don't
know...
negative Nancy my ass.
I know that we don't talk politics on this show, but it came out earlier this week that our president has expressed that he wants the NFL to start on time. So... Sorry, NFL.
Y'all dying.
Yeah. Fuck, that really pisses me off that ain't going to happen now.
God damn, they're going to have masks on masks. They'll have like the N95 mask and then the face mask.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, they'll just all wear that fucking LaDainian Tomlinson
fucking
plastic shit.
I don't know. I don't know what I feel about this. I would
Ricky
love
Williams beat him to that, though. I think Ricky Williams wore that first.
Maybe that's possible.
I mean, it was a thing. A lot of guys wore it, but
what about the first guy? What an asshole that guy was. The first guy to wear that fucking
the only
mask.
guy who has a problem with the fucking sun in that whole stadium.
Yeah.
The fucking kicker's got one bar.
Yeah.
And that's it. This guy needs a fucking pair of Oakley strapped across his fucking...
Like the first guy, the first goalie to wear a mask. Like, who the fuck are you?
That was one of my favorite Sports Center commercials. Do you remember that with LaDainian Tomlinson? Where he was working in the mailroom? Wearing the fucking helmet with the fucking
With the visor on?
and he couldn't
Okay, I do
fucking
remember
get
that.
the mail
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just
I do
dropping it
remember
all
that.
over the place.
I do remember that. So you don't. None of you guys think it'll actually happen.
I don't think baseball's going to happen.
They're talking about treating it like spring training and having it in Arizona.
They're saying that Mookie Betts might not ever, after that trade, will not even get to play a game for the Dodgers. Because he's a free agent next year.
I had heard that too.
Yeah.
I think if it does pick up, they're going to pick it up from after where the All-Star break would have been.
That's where I think too.
Yeah, maybe.
But I really...
Which is in what, July?
Yeah.
I really think that everybody who's forecasting the future of this illness is just fucking grasping at straws. They
None
don't
of us
really
know.
know.
Nobody
knows. Yeah.
It's really going to depend on how smart we can all be about it
Well,
as far as keeping it contained. And here we are.
Here we are.
I wish it was just sexually transmitted because me and Scotty'd be good, but Jeremy just slays puss.
all
Left
over the
and-
place.
Oh, my God.
Once they see my pubes with that
Here
fucking
we
braid,
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
all
that'd be
those
hard.
dudes want me.
I'm actually somewhat optimistic. I think we all had different opinions of what's going on. I tend to think that I am really optimistic. I really think that we're kind of getting ready to go to the downward slope of the.
Let me ask you this. I asked my wife this last night.
Okay.
Does my ass look fat in these pants? No. If
Yes.
say they open baseball and we start to see a downturn, like honestly, and how long is it for you guys before you're like, all right, you know what, the Cardinals are playing or the fucking Cubs are playing or whoever's playing, I'm gonna go to the fucking game. How long is it after everything gets back to normal to where you feel comfortable going out in a larger crowd like that again?
Well,
I personally wouldn't go shoot straight to fucking Wrigley or anything like that.
I know you were probably like that. I think you're going to probably take a good month when everything is back. I think you're going to be an additional month, I would bet. Me personally, I really do truly think that here's the way that I think. The people that are getting these tests for COVID-19 have symptoms, right? The people that have been tested that do not have any symptoms and have been confirmed have had COVID-19 are generally celebrities and high, celebrities or high, people of high caliber or whatever. High incomes.
Yeah.
So what I literally do think is happening, everybody's saying that, oh my God, we have this huge percentage of people, and everybody, unfortunately, is probably going to either get it or have to get a vaccination for it.
You know, I was just asking how long it was going to take you.
I'm getting okay. Shut up.
I'm not asking for a whole goddamn explanation here.
What I'm saying though is that I have a very good feeling that a lot of people already do have absolutely no idea. And so I think that the decline is going to come really, really quickly, and I really hope that we start seeing baseball in July. I want to see baseball season. That's all I want. But I also have to be cautious and realistic that this is something that's going on, and we have to be as safe as we possibly can while we have the show here.
So how long? You still didn't answer my question.
I said July.
July?
Yeah.
That's when you would go? So
would
if they
say
open
July.
everything up in May, You're like, say they open it all up in May. You're like, I'm waiting till July before I go to.
In May it would still be all in one area. It would be in Arizona is where they're having their games.
How are you going to have fucking 15 games a day?
No, it would be
would
be a shortened season.
It'd be a shortened season, but you got 32 MLB teams. Mm-hmm. How are you going to have 16 games a day?
They have. Don't think of it as they have to play in a professional baseball field or something like that.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
It would suck. It would really suck. I'm optimistic.
It'd be great for the D-backs. Every game's a home game.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm optimistic. But at the same time, I'm reserved. So I'm cautious.
What do you think, Jeremy? How long before they open everything up and you're like, all right, let's go to the game?
Unlike a lot of people, I don't listen to news anchors. I don't listen to politicians. I listen to doctors. Mm-hmm. And there are very, very skilled epidemiologists who are very trained in this. And
Dr. Drew, Dr. Oz.
Mostly Dr. Phil is who I listen to.
Dr. Dre even.
What were you thinking? But no, when these experts come out and say it's okay, that's when I will feel comfortable about it. You know, I don't go to a whole lot of live sporting events. You know, I would probably go to the Windsurge opener.
Oh yeah,
but that's going to be after the Major League opener.
Minor will take a back seat to Major League Baseball.
I think Major would take one to minor.
Really? Mm-hmm. No, I don't think so.
But you know, here's the thing: is that those guys already went to spring training, started getting warmed up. Now they've taken all this time off. They're going to have to get back into shape.
Yeah, they got to condition their bodies back into.
And
that's what I think too.
And jumping right into it in July, not building up to that heat.
Right.
That's going to be a motherfucker on them.
And that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking what actually happens.
They're in better shape than me, most of them.
So they want to start sometime middle of May into May. So I think they're going to start training at the end of April, beginning of May, and try to do that, and it's not
and you know, they didn't get to finish spring training, so a lot of managers haven't even made their final roster cuts yet.
Correct. Yeah.
So they still don't even know who's on the team.
So it's gonna be
Mookie Betts may not even be on the team. Mm-hmm. He might get cut.
Yeah, maybe.
I've always thought he was overrated.
I did too.
That guy's gonna wind up back in the minors.
Yep.
Okay.
In Omaha, and he didn't even play there.
Moving on to football, we got Nick Foles to the Bears.
Woo!
Derek's happy.
Yes, competition. Fuck, god damn it. Finally.
And for what it's worth, Jameis Winston and Cam Newton still have no fucking clue where they're going to go. Nobody wants them.
They're going to make that they say they're going to make that a position battle.
Nick Foles and Trubisky.
But Bridgewater didn't want to go there because Bridgewater didn't think he had any shot at winning the starting job. He thought it was
full of shit.
That was what Bridgewater said.
Full of shit.
I think Bridgewater looked at what a fucking incompetent organization it is.
Bingo.
And that's pretty fucking yeah. God, I wish you were wrong. But I think Foles is actually going to I think Foles is going to end up the starter. Do I think he'll start the starter? I don't know.
Yeah, he will.
I don't know. He's not Polish.
He will.
Yeah, he's the right color though for the Bears. Apparently.
He sure is. He's Polish colored.
Yeah.
He's a white guy.
I mean, the thing is, if you look at that system though, like with Bill Lazor and God, that's such a shitty name. That's a porno name if you ever heard one.
Yeah.
But Bill Lazor being the offensive coordinator, and and Matt Nagy had spent time with Foles in Philadelphia. I mean, there's every one of those coaches Foles has worked with.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like this is maybe Ryan Pace having a little bit of fucking humbleness and finally going, okay, maybe I didn't get this right.
Yeah, he didn't.
Because it's everything. They came out and they're like, Mitch is our guy. Mitch is our guy. At the end of the season, first start of the offseason, Mitch is our guy. Mitch is our guy. Mitch is our guy. But they said the same thing about Mike Glennon, which is another guy fucking dumbass Ryan Pace signed. They said the same thing about Mike Glennon. He's our guy. We're going to have Mitch behind him. He's our guy. Yeah. 4 games later, he's like, all right, he's not our guy anymore.
Here's the unfortunate truth about all of this. And I am a huge fan of Nick Foles. I really like Nick Foles a lot. I'll probably...
because he's got a big dick.
No, not at all. I like him. I like his story. I like the fact that he was a backup quarterback that, ended up taking Philadelphia all the way through the playoffs, beating Tim Brady.
Yeah, Tim Brady, motherfuckers.
But at the same time, I really do. I think that he's going to end up being the starting quarterback at the beginning of the season.
He will be. He should be.
He should be.
Yeah.
I think
he can hit a 10-yard crossing route.
Yeah, that's something Mitch can't do.
No,
That's
he cannot.
No.
So I think
His
that
wife never has to worry about getting beat.
Nick Foles is going to be the starting quarterback
swings and hits the
for the
walls all
Chicago
the fucking
Bears.
time.
Yeah.
I'm going to become a Bears fan, and right when I become a Bears fan, Nick Foles is going to get hurt, and you're going to get Trubisky for the latter half of the season.
No, what's going to happen is every time you become a fan of a team, they win the Super Bowl. So the Bears now,
Such a dick.
fucking put your money on it right now. Nick Foles leads the Bears to the Super Bowl because Scotty is going to become a Bears fan.
No.
Yeah.
I have no allegiance to any team.
Except for the Chiefs and
Where's
the Bears.
your? Oh, you moved your Chiefs hat over on the table.
I
there.
sure did. You prick. You missed it. I'm fast.
I'll go get it.
Nah, I'm good. So
I don't
let's
know
see.
that it's so much that you're fast. He just didn't care.
Yeah. Whatever. Here's a fun fact. Rob Gronkowski ended up winning the 24/7 championship for WrestleMania.
What is the 24? How many championships does those assholes have?
I have no idea.
Like it used to be
anymore.
just like the tag team, the heavyweight, and the
Continental
intercontinental
Championship, the
and
United
now it's
States.
like now it's like
the
no, that
US
wasn't the
was-
US. That was WCW.
That was WCW. Yeah.
So then it
Formerly the NWA.
yeah. Then the WWF ended up having the European Championship, the United States Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, the Tag Team Championship.
Cruiserweight.
And then they added the Cruiserweight after that. And now they've got
The women's
they had the
champion.
hardcore. They had the hardcore
Championship.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then now they've got the
And the
fucking-
$1 million championship.
Yes. And now they've got what, the 24/7 championship?
Whatever the fuck that is.
Is that the Le Mans champion?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
what they do?
The champion of Le Mans. Rob Gronkowski won the Le Mans.
Yeah.
Ken Miles actually was the first ever 24/7 champ.
So Litsky listens to this show.
As he should. He's a smart man.
He is a smart guy.
Is he
Yeah.
Polish? He could start for the Bears.
Big tribute. Yes, he could. Litsky, how can you sling the rock?
He slings right. Yeah, I bought some from him.
Okay, so here's my guess. This is how much wrestling I watch anymore. This is my educated guess on what the 24/7 championship is. It's a championship where you must defend it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
If only there was a
Right?
place where you could look up what
That's-
the fuck it was, like on your
Oh,
computer.
No, we're
or-
doing this. We're doing this off
Are we
the
getting
cuff.
loosey goosey?
So-
Is
so-
that what we're doing?
loosey-goosey
So
here.
now when a kid walks in on his parents, he's like, my daddy just won the 24/7 championship last night.
Yeah, that's
He just pinned mommy.
He lasted 24 seconds, 24.7 seconds.
At least I didn't have to watch the Pro Bowl.
True. That's right. Good callback, buddy.
That is
Nice
nice.
and good callback. And other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we got nothing. That's it.
We got stuff.
Well, that's sports.
Let's talk stuff.
No, that's sports. That's the sports section that we have done.
You don't want to talk
Life's
about
a sport, Scotty. Play it.
you don't want to talk about the mass exodus Wichita State's having?
No, not really.
Man, oh goddamn, they're fucking gone.
So
All of them.
all of your Illinois people are leaving too,
One transferred, one's going to the draft.
and like
He's
eight-
going to go fight for his country.
And we lost eight players. We still have Dexter Dennis, thank God.
For now.
For now.
Yeah.
gonna
God,
pull
what
a
was
Pat
I
Tillman?
watching? I got to watch. I was excited. I got to watch. All right, we live in Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah.
They have, the show Lockup.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had 4
Nice!
episodes here, and not that's
No,
not Lockup.
that's
Scared Straight. or
Scared
something.
Straight. Yeah.
They had 4 episodes of Lockup here, and that
El Dorado?
I've never. No, it's Sedgwick County. I've never been able to watch that. I can't find them anywhere. And they were just on, and I DVR'd every one of them. And I didn't know this at the very beginning of one of the episodes of Lockup because they're like, Wichita, Kansas, where the keeper, the Duluth guy does it.
Oh.
Where the keeper of the plains wears Duluth underwear, but naked. They mentioned that Dennis the Menace was set here.
Who?
Dennis the Menace.
The movie?
The comic strip
Oh.
was the whole origin. That was the setting was Wichita, Kansas for
What?
Dennis the Menace. I did not know. Lockup taught me that. And you are gonna get caught if you keister something in. Those are the 2 things they taught
Oh,
me.
yes.
Yeah,
when-
because they make you lift your balls up and cough.
So
Those are
in 2004, I had to do a hard 48 because I had.
Did you lose the championship or did you keep it?
No, I kept that championship. I was in there the whole fucking time. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, WWE hard 48 champion Jeremy. That's got to be added.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
keep it hard the whole time.
No, but he did.
Sure he did.
Sure he did. He's a
But
recipient.
no, I got a driving under the influence and had to be in there for 48 hours. And when they were processing me to
Oh,
put
this
me
is
in,
true.
Yeah, oh yes,
Oh, fuck.
yes.
Isn't it funny how when they ask you if you had one yet?
Yeah.
When I get my first, it's like when you ask when you lost your virginity. When did you get your first Dewey?
I was 27, I believe. 27, 28, yeah, something like that. Anyways, here I am. They're processing me. I've given them my my clothes. I'm in the orange jumpsuit. I've got the flip-flops on, and they're walking me back to the holding cell where they're going to keep me until they can find a pod for me to go into. And I just hear one cop saying to a guy who he's got handcuffed, "Okay, am I going to find anything else in your ass?" Anything else? That means he had something in there and it got found.
You ever wonder
There
if they
might be more.
It makes me wonder if they have the guards have a bingo board back there. That's like a cigarette, chewing tobacco, cell phone.
I know
Shiv.
people. I know people talk about how cops have grown callous and out of touch, and maybe go to the streets with maybe a little too much combativeness. But goddamn, they see some shit.
That's cops.
Yes,
You know those prison guards, they make like $13 an hour. You want me to reach up a grown man's ass for $13 an hour?
Yeah.
Well, the
And
ones
it's
in
not
Sedgwick County, they're actually sheriff's deputies. They're
okay,
but they spend their time looking at people's asses.
Okay,
Oh, my
we're talking
God.
smacking the black latex glove and going in there finding something. Now
It was
as,
white.
as the prisoner.
the guy was
It started
was
out.
black.
You know for a fact that once that whatever came out and he found something, that officer then proceeded to shove his entire hand in that guy's rectum.
And he wanted to do it the quick way. Just tell me.
Just
am
tell
I going
me.
to find anything else in your ass?
If
Can
you
I just shit? Can I just do one of those? Just give me Chipotle. Let's get this over with.
I mean, that's
what's fucked up about all of this is that.
yeah.
Anyway, all right. Jesus Christ, we don't have a whole lot of time to talk about
we got nothing but time. People can take this in two parts.
I wanted to talk about this as the main thing of the show.
Well, let's get to it.
Let's do it to it.
Okay, so last episode we basically said that if you have not yet seen the TV show Tiger King, go and watch
series.
the documentary series on Netflix, to go and watch it because it is the most fucking sparkling piece of white trash television I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, Scotty knows the guy personally.
I don't know the guy personally, but what's seriously fucked up is that this guy was born and went to high school in the town that I was born in.
And he went to school with your parents, didn't he?
He went to his brother who passed away.
There's several of these guys.
What?
There's several.
Joe, the main character, Joe Exotic.
Okay.
Joe Exotic, and his name was actually Joe Schreifogel.
That was the best fucking meme I've ever seen was G.I. Joe Exotic.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Phenomenal.
That was pretty good. So his name was Joe Schreifogel. He had an older brother that was in the class, and if I can't remember if he was in the class of my mother, or if he was in the same class as my stepmother, because that's where my family's
You don't
from.
know who your parents are.
Exactly. But Joe Schreifogel, who is now Joe Exotic or Joe, I can't even remember.
Joe Exotic, that's it.
Well,
Just
yeah.
go that route.
I'll go that route.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
The
yeah.
Oklahoma Shrivogels?
He went to high school in Garden City, Kansas. He was a Garden City Buffalo, I guess is what their mascot was. So I have some.
Should have been the Tigers.
I was going to say,
It
and,
should have been
Totally been the Garden City, and that's where the love started.
and those are bison, by the way.
Yeah, they are. They're totally bisons. They're not really buffaloes, but
Well, they're only sons if
yeah.
Yeah,
you're one or the
both
other.
of
I mean,
his
are you really a
husbands-
bi-son?
Yeah. Exactly.
He's neither. He's straight on gay.
Yeah,
His
he's straight
husbands
on
are
gay.
bi-sons, though.
Yeah, for sure. But this is seriously the most fucked up, like, real story that I've ever seen on any kind of a documentary. As far as just
Really? You didn't watch Don't Fuck with Cats?
no, I didn't watch that one either.
That is a bad motherfucker.
Okay, this is the most white trash, most fucked up thing I've ever seen in my
Okay.
entire life. So if you haven't seen the show, basically the whole premise is Tiger or Big
King.
Cat.
Tiger and a king get together.
No, Big Cat protection for somehow conserving these animals when in all, let's be realistic, these people are doing the exact same shit. There are 3 zoos that have tigers, big cats. There's Carol Baskin, which is Big Cat Rescue.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got Joe Exotic, which is the GW Zoo.
Wyandotte or some shit.
Some shit like that. And then there's a guy in...
Oh, wait, it's right here. Joe Exotic. GW Zoo, yeah.
I was right. And then you've got Doc Antle.
Myrtle Beach Safari.
Myrtle Beach Safari. And he's the creme de la creme. Like
His real name isn't Doc. It's Bagavan.
Is that the asshole who came riding up on a fucking elephant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
No, a Bhagavan is basically what Indian people call God. That's what he chooses to be called as
and
God.
the rest of us call them hobos.
That's what I call when I get a good deal on a
that's
Windstar.
vagabond.
Oh, Vagabond.
Vagabond.
Oh, okay.
That's what I call
vagabond is
Vagabond.
is what I keep in my scrotum.
Oh, nice.
when I get a good deal on a Windstar. I call that a bag of van. I bagged a van there. That was fucking nailed that thing.
Yeah.
So,
You drive a Windstar?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
so Derek and I have seen all of the episodes of the show. Jeremy stopped.
I couldn't.
Where did you stop?
Well, Jeremy came after like the first 45 seconds of the third episode. He finished.
He's like,
Yeah.
Tigers, Dick,
I came
got
way,
it.
I came way before that and after, and several times in between.
His wife made him shut it off.
Here's
Go.
here's the thing.
You know what they should do?
That's my favorite thing Jeremy does.
They should make a series out of this with Kevin James and call it Tiger King of Queens. That would be amazing. Because technically
because he
it's
is a
true.
queen.
It's true.
Technically it's true.
Yes.
Starring Kevin James as Joe Exotic.
Yes.
I have a very difficult time supporting shit like this.
No, you do.
As a guy who spent a very little time in the big scheme of things as a comedian, as a guy who tried to write clever things to entertain people, to see people who, if they were in a room and Dog the Bounty Hunter walked in, he would class the place up.
And
To see
haunted.
them getting fucking famous and rich
Yeah.
He died.
off of doing...
His wife did.
His wife did.
off of just being scumbags, of being real life Kenny fucking Powers.
Yeah.
Hey,
I cannot.
don't you talk bad about Kenny fucking Powers.
You go Kenny Powers, and
Here's
me
the
and Derek
thing.
are going to have
The
some.
La Flama Blanca, you don't talk shit about La
No,
Flama
I
Blanca.
love him because he's made up. and here's the thing: if these
are real.
That is the only guy that Danny McBride plays. Like, that is his character in every
In
movie.
every video.
And usually I hate fucking people like Ben Stiller and shit. I hate those people.
he does
God
it different.
damn it, he does it so good, though.
And if you ever hear him in an interview, he is absolutely nothing like that.
No.
Nothing at all.
He
is-
wanted to direct. He didn't want to be an actor. He wanted to be behind the scenes.
He knew. Obviously, that character was based off of John Rocker, and
Yes.
he knew nothing about baseball. Knew nothing about John Rocker. Knew nothing. I mean, he is a fucking filmmaker and a nerd.
Eight down and down.
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down, sorry.
Have you never seen it?
No, I have.
Okay.
I have seen it. I
But-
just couldn't remember what the name of it was.
But these are okay. And if I was just watching this shit unfold in real life, I would not be able to avert my eyes.
No way.
But the fact that they have made this like fucking entertainment for the masses,
Yeah.
they're getting to do something, to be broadcast on Netflix, which is something that I would have to work for 10 years as a comedian just to get to where somebody might even consider.
Yeah.
Putting me on Netflix?
Yeah.
Fuck these fucking guys.
Oh, no,
and
it's
they're
bad.
doing it by being fucking jerk-offs.
No, but the fucked up thing
And
out of
polygamous.
all of this, no, actually, no, that's not true.
They all got married in one ceremony. The three of them.
Joe Exotic did have 2 husbands, but and
Travis and Scotty.
no,
No, that's just their fucking
Fucking dick.
that's their groupie.
no, Travis and okay, so here's the fucked up thing. John Finley is one of here's one of the millions of fucked up things.
I like how we have it. We don't know these names by heart. Scotty has printed out.
I printed
a
out
goddamn
there's-
cast of Tiger King.
There's too many fucking people.
Well,
involved.
Jeremy and
Somebody
I
put-
have it. Scotty has the whole thing memorized.
Somebody plays themselves.
All of them play themselves.
Yeah, no shit. They're not acting. This
Actually-
is fucking real life. These people can vote.
Yeah, they can't. They fucking
Well,
can't.
Joe can't now. He's a felon.
Yeah, he's a felon. He can't do that. Well, sorry, you got mine.
You know what? He should have been deemed a felon just for that fucking haircut.
Okay, Long story short, first of all, this was a little bit of a hoax also by the director that made this entire documentary. If you don't know this yet, one of the husbands, or the one that's still alive, whenever he was interviewed, he had his shirt off. He was showing his tattoos.
What's that? John.
Finley or whatever. And obviously he's missing almost every tooth in his mouth except for 3.
Yeah.
Well, that's his fucking smile, yeah.
Yeah.
That's called the Oklahoma smiley face.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
it's not an emoji yet, but it's coming.
Believe it or not, that he actually has. His teeth have been fixed. He actually has fake teeth that he puts in.
That's
that
his
are
whole
permanent.
fucking identity. Why would you get rid of that?
Well, the main
It's
reason
like Anthony Davis with the brow.
they made him do that. They made him take his shirt off and interviewed him and told him to take his teeth out.
That's the only way I do interviews.
I
shirt off, teeth out.
I guarantee you that guy. Nobody made him do anything. He said, "The fuck I am. You ain't gonna tell me what to do.
I'll give you 10 grand to take your shirt off and take your teeth out."
I guarantee you, somebody said you.
I'll do it right goddamn now.
Right
YouTube and all.
now.
Titties out.
I
Mitts out,
guarantee
tits
you,
out.
whoever was interviewing him said, "Okay, we need you to keep your shirt on for this whole thing." Oh, fuck you, tarts off, boys. And,
and the other thing was Doc, that's in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So,
which is where Kenny fucking Powers played.
Nice.
Minor league ball.
The director went. His was actually where they started recording. Was actually in Myrtle Beach with Doc, and the whole thing was Doc is not married. First off, he doesn't have 4 wives. He just is like, no, I'm single.
He just slaying ass. Like
He's just slaying puss.
yeah, trying to be a fucking Jeremy Joseph.
Here's what I don't get with Doc. Was this whole thing made before or after he met Marty?
McFly?
Yeah.
I think.
before.
Well, it depends if you go in the time-space continuum.
That's true.
That does.
Are we going
affects it.
in-game rules?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the one you don't know.
What, in-game rules?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
You don't know Marvel.
No, I know that. Oh, no. I was thinking something else.
You don't know what you don't know.
Nope, I don't like
fuck
superhero
you.
movies. Anyway, so Doc, first of all, does not have 4 wives. He is single. He doesn't have anybody else live in his house. He just fucks 4 or 5 different girls that live there and other.
Which don't
girls.
we all?
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Anyways, he did an interview with Andrew Schultz, who's one of my favorite crowd work comedians I've ever seen in my life. Excellent comedian.
It's called Puss King.
Maybe.
That's Jeremy's documentary.
But he was basically saying how much of this whole documentary was obviously it was directed to be absolutely crazy, and Doc was the most sane one out of all of them, and he seems like he's actually not batshit crazy.
Yeah, he seems like he's got a very fucking level head.
No. If you have big fucking tigers and cats and shit like that, and you are part of that, yes, you are fucking crazy
Like
a little
Joseph
bit.
Mengele really had a level head. That's
You're a little crazy. Out of all of the crazy people, he seems the
wasn't
most
wrong,
grounded.
by the way.
Joe and Carol Baskin are fucking batshit. That's all I'm saying.
he wasn't wrong.
I mean, you know, I like to think he would have had this fucking COVID-19 thing knocked out.
Who's that?
quick.
Mengele or
Yeah,
Doc
Mengele,
Antle?
yeah.
Okay.
Mengele would have had this taken care of.
Yeah.
Here's the thing is,
Jesus Christ.
one of the big problems that I have with it is that I don't buy these guys bullshit.
Which ones?
Any
All
of
of
them.
Yeah.
Any of them? You don't think Joe's telling a little bit of the truth?
Oh, okay. I mean, as far as just how nuts they are,
I think they're all batshit crazy.
I don't.
Really?
I think this is a fucking act.
It's hammed up for the camera.
Here's the thing with when it comes to these big fucking cats. Mm-hmm. You cannot fuck around with these things. As friendly as they are, one wrong move that sparks their fucking natural instincts and they will kill you.
Yeah.
Fucking look at Siegfried and Roy. Those guys worked for decades with these tigers. They
Those
were
guys
like
won.
pets to them.
They won me $300 at a Halloween costume contest that year.
Nice. Good job.
Did they show up?
No, I was dressed as them.
Both of them?
No, I had the
Surprising.
tiger. I had the tiger and a shirt ripped with a lot of fake blood.
I'm going to guess that fucking bulge was natural.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking 2 inches of rock hard fury.
No, just a lot of fat
Fucking
down
out
there.
of your mind.
Fat and rubber bands. That's all it was.
So while these guys may put themselves out there as fucking nuts, you've got to be able to keep it together
Sure.
around these fucking animals or else they will kill you.
Oh, yeah.
And so I don't believe that they are legitimately nuts. I think they pretend to be nuts to get more fucking attention.
So do you
They're
think
fake
Carol...
nuts. They're fake
Did
crazy.
Carol Baskin kill her husband?
I didn't get that far. I got to the 3rd episode before I went, I can't do this.
So here's
This is sucking my soul out of my cock.
the show.
Not in a way that I like.
The show Bar Rescue.
Yeah.
Right, you know that show with John Taffert, right? Everybody knows that show. And I bet John Taffert, he was a nice fucking guy. A name drop. But anyway, so
Yeah,
that
very
show,
good.
if you read about people that have been on that show, and people will tell you, we didn't really let a fucking horse in the bar. Derek shot it, or that we didn't really, but we didn't really let a dog on the fucking bar. We didn't have this going on. They just told us, fucking ham it up for the cameras, get as crazy as you fucking can for the cameras.
Yes.
And that's what they want. That's what people want.
The same way with that guy.
You were
That-
talking about the real world last episode.
Yeah, but...
Same deal. They just go fucking crazy.
Well, and the guy who is the main guy on that show, if you were really going into real bars, you can't go talk to people the way that he talks to people.
No.
They're not going to sit there and listen to you scream lecture at them. That's a fucking act.
Yes.
And that's the way that this is.
He didn't raise his voice once.
I disagree.
I went to a whole seminar that he did, and he didn't do any of it.
There is a level...
Joe Exotic, not John. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I would love to hear a lecture from Joe Exotic.
So you want to be a Tiger King?
Just one time I want to hear him say, brother.
No, the one of one of
That's
Jo-
what
the one
it's going for.
the when one of Joe's husbands accidentally commits suicide and
That was great.
blows
I believe that happened.
blows everybody's minds or blows his mind. I seriously do. I think that a lot of this was legitimately real. I think a lot of these people are that fucking crazy.
That chick,
What
two arms.
she went to work after 5 days.
Yeah, but
5
I mean,
days.
you don't even have any legs.
True.
Scotty, no legs.
Yeah, for sure.
Her, 2 arms.
CGI.
That's for all we know. That fucking stump's digital. That's
But yeah, I guess
God.
my whole thing is for these guys to be that completely insane, they are far too actually legitimately knowledgeable about these animals.
About the animals, sure. But they're all doing the same shit.
You can't be that stupid and that smart at the same time.
Yeah, you can.
Not to this level.
Have you ever seen an autistic kid?
yeah. I'm sitting right
Yeah,
across from him.
I collect them.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
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 Same thing.
I saw
Jeremy,
Randy and
Jeremy.
I just fucking went nuts.
Strokes
Jeremy,
of
there are
genius.
no autistic kids on the Garbage Pail Kids collection. It's not Andy Autism, none of those.
And I don't mean for that
There
to be
are
a
when
joke.
I have them dress up that way.
Jesus. I don't necessarily mean this to be
Every
a joke,
day
but
is
that is an
Halloween
extreme
costume day.
That's an extreme situation where you have somebody with autism that is obsessed with one particular thing and is extremely, it almost seems genius in it. And then on other things, they are very, very slow.
Right, but people with autism have no personality. These people have big personalities.
Not all of them.
All of them,
Scotty's-
Scotty. I know them all.
Scotty's got personality.
Scotty's clearly not autistic, or at least not a savant by any means.
I'm high functioning.
No. No, you're not. No, I've seen high functioning, and that's not you.
Super high functioning.
You fucking struggle to push buttons on this goddamn equipment.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, see? That shows autistic people can't curse.
No, they can't.
No, it's in the Bible.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not curse with autism.
It's
11th commandment.
exotic 11.5.
Kids, I'm going to hell.
Exotic 11.5.
Jesus Christ.
He was a saint, right?
Yeah. Saint Exotic.
I'm really bummed out. I can't believe you guys think it's like kind of all an act.
Oh, it's a fucking total act. Otherwise, it wouldn't even be on Netflix. It'd be on like fucking Vice.
I think I heard
Like, that's what
These
it would be.
people
on.
found out a long
it
time
was
ago
supposed
that
to
they
be
were
on HBO. It was literally supposed to be on HBO.
and
And
okay,
they kicked it. They were like, "No, this is way too much. This is way too
HBO
much."
had real sex, and
That was a fucking
Taxi
killer.
Cab Confessions.
yes. And so if HBO is going no, then this shit. I mean, it's okay. These guys, they found out that more people will come to their show the more fucking weird that they look. People love a fucking accident, and if there's a chance where they can come to a show where a tiger might actually eat somebody, that's gonna bring people. There was a few years ago, I want to say this was 2008, 2009. There was a big fuck up. Boeing has a carrier jet called the Dreamlifter. It's a modified 747 that lands at McConnell Air Force Base. They can put 3 737 fuselages inside of it. It's a big bubbled out tube in the middle.
It's like Scotty's sister's puss.
It's a lot like that. It's a lot like that.
3 737 puss fuselages in her puss.
Those fit much more comfortably in her puss
than in that fucking...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need lubrication to get all 3 in this thing. Okay. When they came to Wichita from Seattle a few years ago, I want to say 08, 09, somewhere around there, somebody in the navigator's seat fucked up, and they landed at Tom Jabara Airport, which is
this the one in Keachai that landed?
Oh no, it's just
Yes.
it's over by Bel Air. It's just
it's
outside
made
of
for
Wichita,
private
Kansas.
aircraft.
Yeah,
This
itty bitty
thing
tiny
is-
private
This is the one
aircraft.
that cracked the runway
probably.
in Keachai. Yeah.
But basically, people kept saying that the pilot needs to be fired. No, that pilot did an amazing job. The navigator needs to be fired.
Yeah.
That pilot did an amazing job because he landed that thing on something that's made to be landed, a tenth the size.
Right. He landed on ice is basically what he did.
Well, yeah, he landed on a side street.
Yes.
It's something that's supposed to have like 2 miles of runway. So anyways, they unloaded all the excess weight off of this thing, and they brought in a special pilot that's used to taking off of aircraft carriers. And people gathered up from miles around to watch this thing take off from this little tiny airport, this enormous aircraft. The only reason they did that is because of the high probability that this thing is going to fucking crash.
That's why daredevils make a living.
People see airplanes take off all the fucking time. The only thing special about this is that there was a much higher probability than normal that it was going to fucking fail. That's how morbid people are. And that's why people line up to see train wrecks like this shit.
We've always been that way, though. Do you think people watched Houdini to see him escape?
Yeah.
That's not why.
I bet you don't this time.
Yeah, I bet he's gonna die. Like
that's a straitjacket. I've been in those. You can't get out.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Anyways. All right, kids. That's our
What?
show for the day. That's our show for the day. Let's get on to...
This being said, I think I'm going to buy a tiger.
yeah, they're only like $3,000.
I know. I got that. I fucking light my cigars with that.
$8 a day for feeding. Not too bad.
I eat twice that.
No, exactly. Me
I
too.
could cut back.
Yeah.
I'll just feed my wife to him.
I'll just buy.
Exactly.
What do they eat? Hay? Yeah, I'll get
Carol,
extra hay.
Carol Baskin's that shit.
I don't know what that means.
Feeding
I'll
your
get 'em-
spouse
She's
to a
one.
tiger.
She's one half of Robin's.
I'll get.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, so she's like, what would she be?
The
She'd
31st flavor's tiger.
She'd be 15
Tiger
and a half of the
blood.
flavors.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, can we go on to another segment? Because I got to pee.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah, me too. Hashtag me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our segment. This is what we call the Ginger Crush Wager of the Week.
All right, come on, Scotty. Ain't gonna shake itself. This is the Ginger Crush Wager of the Week, brought to you by Varshay's Lounge at 417 East Douglas in Wichita, Kansas. May all your wagers be lucky.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very risky wager of the week.
Because it's very real.
It's very real.
For those of you guys that don't know, very good friend of the show. He's been on the show now twice.
Scotty's bestie.
He's my buddy.
His BFF.
So
The only guy who's actually be friends with Scotty.
that's definitely true. So
yes.
Vice President of the Wind Surge, Bob Moullette. There's an inside joke between us three and Bob.
It's not a joke.
It's definitely a joke.
It's a real thing.
It happens.
It's definitely a joke. So, long story short, every single time that Derek has tried to text Bob or something along those lines, there's a low probability. Now, granted, he's
There's
also
a high probability he doesn't text me back.
there's a low probability of him texting back, is what I was
Yeah.
going to say.
If you
Here's
look
the
at
thing.
Derek's text messages, there's just the saddest
They,
page
they,
of
yeah.
one-way text from Derek, and no returns from Bob.
The prom queen ghosted me less.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is that
I at least got an automated response from Bert Kreischer.
that's so bad. So for what it's worth, the last time that we went to where Derek works and we were there eating, and Bob had absolutely no idea that Derek even was working there at the time.
I think you forgot what Derek looks like.
So
I think
left. So he left without saying hi or bye. And since then, Derek had been just all depressed about it.
I haven't been depressed about shit. But I ain't fucking with you.
Here's the thing though. Because I've been helping with Bob and a couple of things that he's doing while being quarantined at home, and he feels
Mostly
so
jerking him off.
so terrible for this whole ordeal. So this week's Ginger Crush wager of the week is Derek.
How long will it take for Bob to text me back?
I don't even know if it's going to be a how long. It's going to be does he or does he not?
It's not even called getting ghosted anymore. It's called getting Bobby mode.
That's so bad.
I got Bobby mode.
I feel so terrible right now.
Get me old Robert.
Oh, God. All right. So, Jeremy, do you have Bob texts back or no?
I thought we were going for how long.
How long? Well, the last one is still pending from March 6th. So we're now, this is now April 7th.
And then we could switch over to do another one.
Yeah.
And says, if I text him, does he text me back?
No. Let's not even do that. Let's just let shit lie.
Okay.
Does he text me back, Jeremy?
Wait. Before we make the bet, what's the text message being sent out?
How about, hey, man, have you watched Tiger King? Something just friendly. A little, not like, hey, buddy, hope you're doing good. Yeah, man, you too. Nothing like that. Nothing. I just want a specific question.
Okay.
This is going to be bad. I see so many bad things coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just anything you
So
want,
do you?
really.
How about? So do you think Carol Baskins killed her husband? Why don't I send him that?
Oh, jeez.
Have you watched
Thanks
Tiger
for
King?
fucking spoiling it.
Have you watched Tiger King? Do you think Carol Baskins killed her husband?
If you texted his fiance, she would text you back immediately.
I'm gonna text. That's what I'm
yes.
gonna text him.
Yes, because she's a good person.
Yeah.
Bob is not. But
Bob, do you have AT&T?
here's okay.
Sprint. I bet Bob's got Sprint.
Hey Bob, how's it going?
That's
Just a fucking generic text.
I think
to
that's
see
good.
what kind of a guy Bob really is. Does he care about you? No.
no. He doesn't
So
give a shit.
let's
Definitely
see
not.
how long.
But that's
this takes.
empathy. I don't want empathy. I want how's it going as empathetic. I want just straight.
No, you're talking
Boom.
about sympathy. Empathy would be what a good person would do to return a text.
No.
That's what a good person would.
I wanted a direct question. I don't want how's it going.
If you did a how's it going, he's gonna text you back.
I could do that fucking dirty. You up? I can do what?
Hey baby,
Slide into my DMs, Bob. You up?
Okay. No, I think it should be. Hey, buddy.
this is the least interesting radio of all time.
I know.
Okay, make a text and send it because it's gonna be 30 minutes.
I'm gonna ask him what kind of beer they're gonna serve at the stadium.
No.
Why not? That's a specific question.
What? Oh yeah.
What's your main brand of beer you're gonna serve at the stadium?
Hey, buddy. When do you think the season's gonna start?
Okay, we'll go that.
I think that's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, that involves his career and his personal life.
Yep.
Because he's a baseball fan and a baseball assistant general manager,
Yeah.
vice president of an actual team that's,
Or
it's
do you know
it's
when the
not
season-
T-ball,
do you
but
have an
whatever.
I got, hey man, when do you think the season is gonna start?
All right.
Question mark.
Here's
All right, it is 9:29. I have not gonna hit send yet.
That is PM.
When PM Central Standard Time.
Okay.
In the year of our Lord 2020 on April 7th.
Okay, here's I have a theory as to why this
Send it.
isn't happening.
No, you got to send it.
I'm waiting to see the over-under. What do you guys think? Does he text back? Does he not? Is it an over-under? How long?
No. I think it's a yes or no.
Okay.
It's a.
Does he text back?
Does he text back?
Okay. All right.
Jeremy.
No.
No.
And I'm going to tell you why. Bob does a lot of press, being a guy who is the head of a baseball team.
Right.
Bob keeps his phone on vibrate. The tightness in the pockets of those shorts will restrict the vibration in those.
Bob's legs are dead, folks.
And
no feeling in them legs.
It's just like one of my best friends.
He's got Christopher Reeve legs.
yeah, he even does that breathing that. Like Christopher Reeve did.
But the talking like Stephen Hawking. I don't know when the season's going to start.
that good old speak and spell voice that Stephen Hawking did. Okay, here's the thing. Bob will eventually text back, but not before Derek has grown so deep with depression that he's put that brand new gun right in his mouth.
And I choke on that Nerf ball. Mm-hmm. Just.
And then it will be... And then I got to think that once Bob texts you back, he's going to be very impatient on you to read. Like every fucking 30 seconds. It's like...
May 3rd, goddammit. May 3rd. Did you not hear me?
He's going to be like, hello, question mark. Are you there? Question mark. You up? Question mark.
This is Stan.
It's Bob. I sure would like a response like 10 times a day. It's just going to be constant Bob. But once you've choked on the Nerf ball.
Yep, it's going to be like the Eminem singing This is
So
Stan.
what do you got? What do you got?
Yes, he texts.
You're going to say yes?
He texts you back.
I am going to go with
ass kisser.
I'm going with no.
I'm ready for
I'm going with status quo. You know what I mean? It's
He
like,
may have blocked you.
Yeah, it's like, do I bet on the Bengals winning? I'm sure they're due. Sure, Bob's due to text back, but I'm going to go with a big no also.
Okay.
Not also. I'm going to be the only one going with no.
Okay.
I'm going to go with no on this.
Did you say no or yes?
He said no.
I'm saying no, not before
Yeah.
Derek's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying no. It's 9:32 now, Central Standard Time, April 7th, 2020, year of our Lord. Sent.
Sent
All
by
right.
Sent by the 2020 Wonder.
Here we go. Hey, man, when do you think the season is going to start? Watch that fucker leave me on red.
No, I bet you it's going to say red and just still not get back to you. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. He's going to leave me on red. Just,
No,
whatever.
it's going to mark. He's going to read it.
That's
and
what I'm
still-
saying. It says, it'll say red and then
Right.
just leave it. Not text.
Oh, I thought you said
leave me on red.
unread.
No, leave me on red.
Here's my hope. Here's my. I'm hoping. He knows
You get a life.
No,
and a
he
real
He knows
beard.
now that I think he hates me.
that too, but he also knows that we do this show every Tuesday night.
Yeah, but I've been on the last.
He
two
doesn't
episodes.
set his clock.
And it's
man.
not like
that's
he.
true.
And it's not like he listens.
That's true. Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't
He
give
really
a
does.
fuck about this
Does he?
show.
No, he really does. He really does listen.
He just listens to Scotty.
No.
We have 4 listeners: Jesse, Litsky.
Bob,
Nope, not Bob.
not Bob.
So if you listen,
Scotty
Yeah, Scotty's one of them.
and Nick Foles.
Now, my
And
buddy Tim.
Nick Foles.
Tim listens.
Tim who? Not Tim
Tim,
Maggard.
Tim Call. Tim
Okay.
listens. Tim's the guy that played fucking high school football with Brock Lesnar.
we got some.
Tim is fucking huge, and he'll eat your face.
We have some guy.
I could use my face.
This is totally true. We literally do have.
Nothing. Just phone interference.
Anyways, we do have one asshole in Ireland that literally went all the way to episode 1 and listened all.
You
the way
potato
through.
eating cocksucker.
What? I went to Ireland. That wasn't me.
It wasn't you. No,
Somebody
that's what's
else.
fucked up. It's some dude in Ireland that literally, because you can see where the listens are coming from.
Yeah.
And we're in like fucking 8 countries, 9 countries of people listening to us.
Oh yeah, this fucking web is.
Are we in
worldwide, dude.
Djibouti?
African, actually, Djibouti, Africa. I think we do have a couple listens from, and the reason why in Djibouti, Africa, is
Because you love things in Djibouti.
no, it's because of it's military.
Yeah, got him.
it's an army base.
He's talking about
But anyway,
dicks.
I'm
In
sure
your booty.
I'm sure
You and your
yeah,
sister have that in common.
totally. Oh, God.
Nothing yet.
This is making me so goddamn nervous.
Okay, what do you say, Derek?
I said he's not texting me back.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we got two no's and a
I'm the
yay.
only one rooting for my guy.
He's yes and yes. No, two no's
two
and one
no's
yes.
and one
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I'm the only one that's over here going like, come on.
Well,
Come on, buddy.
shortly before we sign off, let's check it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can check in again next week and
Yeah.
for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
Till Derek chokes
That
on
is the
his
last
gun.
text I'm sending Bob as of right now.
Till Derek.
This
Yeah.
is so bad.
Yeah.
He's probably fucking asleep.
Yeah, he's gonna be like
It's 9:35 and he's on quarantine. He's up.
yeah.
I've been staying up till fucking 3 a.m.
I don't know about y'all, but if I was at home all day, never mind. Anyway.
You'd be jacking off and
Yeah, probably.
you just have
Oh,
your
Jesus, my house is covered in semen.
My wife's
Yeah.
in my house. I could just have sex with my wife.
You wouldn't do that. She's not into that.
Yeah.
She is not into that. You still gotta try for that.
That's called rape, Scotty.
Yeah.
She's not a willing participant.
Yeah,
in
just
it.
because she's asleep doesn't make it okay, Scotty.
Even no matter how heavily
She'd like
or drug-induced asleep that is.
it. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well,
what now?
While we're waiting
wanna
for
draft?
Bob to text Derek back.
And we'll
Don't
be
hold
waiting
your
a
breath,
while.
folks, or you'd be dead.
You'll grow another fucking beard. We'll shave it.
God, I'm
You're-
waiting for that son of a bitch to come back.
That's because we're all waiting to see disaster, like
Absolutely.
Houdini and all that
Absolutely.
shit. Yeah,
That's
we're all
right.
just gonna wait
You
to see
looked so
destruction.
much worse with the beard, and then you shaved it and looked even worse with that.
Yeah,
Well, fair enough.
you look like my nutsack after I finally said "fuck it."
Yeah, it's like if I shaved my ball sack and then it turned out to be like a friggin' mongoloid gorilla under there. The toothless. It's like that toothless fuck from Oklahoma that married Joe fucking Exotic.
You're like if my dick and balls were a goddamn detective from 1970s movie that just drank coffee and smoked cigarettes.
Awesome.
It's like my scrot got
Thanks.
elephant man disease.
Anyway,
What?
moving on. This is my favorite episode, or favorite episode.
Favorite episode. This
Can't
is
be your
Scotty's.
This
favorite
is so
episode.
far my favorite episode, especially if Bob Moullette texts Derek Alders.
Well, we are now 4 minutes in.
Oh God, he's asleep.
That's it.
Son
That is
of-
ball game.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Man, if you're
This
like,
is a yes or no. This is the rest of an episode kind of a thing.
this is a yes or no.
Yeah. So if he texts during the shitty situation,
Where's your other hand, Scotty?
right here.
All right, I'm just
I
making
got
sure.
no.
Yeah, show me your hands.
Phone's down here.
Scotty could text him like, and Bob's like, dude, I think you accidentally texted me.
My phone.
You
Is,
pocket texted me.
my phone's off.
All right.
Oh, how great would that be if he texted him and Bob immediately fucking texts him back?
Dude, it fucking totally happened.
Dude, I've been waiting on you to text.
We need to do that at the end of the show. When we're all done, have Scotty send a text, and I bet before the fucking sign off. It'll be like, bam, dick pic. Like, holy shit, Bob just sent you a picture of his dick. I didn't know he had a Jacob's ladder.
Oh God, this is my favorite part of the episode. This is what we like to call the laughing on the sidelines shitty situation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we like to call the shitty situation. Yeah, this is basically our rendition of a would you rather. And, yeah.
You
All
want me to
right.
take this one?
Yeah, Derek, go.
What would you rather have happen? Would you rather have Carol Baskins feed you to a tiger or be ghosted by Bob Moullette?
For what it's worth,
I still haven't gotten a text back
no
yet.
text back.
All right, Scotty, you're up. Go.
This is so ridiculously... No, I don't want to go first.
You have to go first. That's your boy.
I've...
Who's returned 3 texts to you
Since
we started this podcast. And 2 of them saying, Scotty, you there?
He's my...
they say you
Come
up?
on, Scotty.
He's
You
one,
up?
He's one of my best buddies. Seriously, he is.
We all think Bob's a good guy. He just
Two-thirds of us think Bob is great.
He just hates Derek.
Yeah.
I love that Bob doesn't return Derek's text. That's my favorite part about Bob. That is,
I think it's hilarious.
Yes.
I really do. Oh, damn it. I would much rather be eaten by a fucking tiger.
You'd rather be eaten by a tiger? That's because that's your boy. Yeah,
That's my boy.
Jeremy?
That's my boy.
oh yes, I'd much rather be fed to a tiger, and I'll tell you why. People don't feed you to a tiger unless you were worth being fed to a tiger. Being not having a fucking assistant general manager of a AAA baseball team not returning text.
Now he is vice
He is
president.
vice president.
Whatever, he's still not the president.
He is the Mike Pence of the fucking Wichita Winston.
He is the
He will pray the gay away.
Oh, my God.
he is the second banana of a Wichita baseball team, and he's not returning your text. That shows you're totally not worth it. You have to have been somebody of some importance to somebody to get fed to a tiger.
If anybody
that shit
could-
doesn't happen by accident.
If anybody could be non-essential, Derek, it'd be you, man.
Oh yeah, I know. And here is my choice for this. I would rather also be fed to a tiger. Because you know who I bet fucking Bob texts back? Carol fucking Baskins. That's who Bob probably just... He's probably texting her right now. He's asking her about what kind of tigers are the hungriest.
He's fucking terrified of her. I better fucking return her text. He can't return your text because he's afraid he'll miss one from Carol Baskin.
Yeah. Being fed to a tiger is at least so much less impersonal than being ghosted by Bobby Moe. I don't even call it being ghosted. I call it being Bobby Moed by Bobby Moe. So I'm going to go with I would rather be fed by a tiger than being ghosted by Bobby Moe on 10 minutes now. 10 minutes of being ghosted.
When's the season going to start, Bob?
Yeah.
God damn it. Not even when's it going to start? When do you think it's going to start?
I would rather him send me the middle finger emoji.
I like to think he's not getting back to you because he's in the middle of a game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They don't allow phones.
Does this wager of the week go on into next episode?
Oh, it goes on forever.
Yeah, because this
He's
is
not
never.
gonna
I'm
get
never
back to
getting.
him.
That was the last communication between me and Bobby Moe on April 7th at 9:48 p.m. Central Standard Time.
In fact, the next time that we all
2020, year of our Lord.
In fact, the next time that we all see Bob in person, Bob's going to be like, "Hey, Scotty, tell Derek, how's it going?"
Yeah, it's gonna be
He won't contact you directly.
the most
at all.
ridiculous game of telephone ever, and it's just gonna come back to me as banana chips. That's what it's gonna come back to me as.
And
Bob said banana chips.
you're going to be like, "Hey, Bob," and he's just going to be, "No."
Got it.
You're gonna call him. He's gonna fucking throw his phone in the river.
You know what's gonna happen.
Oh no!
First of all, what he's gonna do? He's gonna text you. He's gonna text you back, and then he's gonna watch this episode or listen to this episode.
No, I'm not getting a text back.
Oh yeah, he will.
Maybe after he listens to the episode, but I'm not getting one before that
No, I seriously think you will.
because you're gonna text him.
No, I'm
You'll be like, "Hey Bob,
Yeah,
what's up,
you
Scotty?"
cannot interfere.
Hey,
with
I
this.
can't interfere with this because that voids the sanctity
If you do,
of this
you'll be
bet.
fed to a tiger.
Yes.
You would do that.
No.
anyway.
I
You
would even do that
willingly.
We will
dude,
have
if
Bob
there was a
Moullette ghost you, which is even worse than being fed to a tiger.
Probably will after doing this bet.
If there was a tiger in this room,
Excuse me.
I would do that thing where I'd force you to put your hands behind your back, and I would put my hands in yours and like take a fucking cattle prod and just jolt that fucker until he hated you and made him eat you. That's what I would do, and then I would find out if that tiger could run podcast equipment.
Very good. Well, for what
It's
it's
tough
worth,
with no opposable thumbs.
we will let you know on the wager of the week by next week. But yeah, new news. We're going to be networking with Esteban with Ginger Crush. He is going to be coming out with his own show, which is going to be called the Esteban Show. That he is in the process of figuring out technology, and he sucks at it.
Oh Jesus Christ! That thing will be coming out in what, 8 months?
8 months, probably.
just shorter than the time that it takes to gestate a human being.
Actually, I was in 3.
No, it takes about the exact same
Really?
amount of time
Yeah,
for
3
Bob
months.
Moullette to text
Get in,
Derek
get out.
Alders.
That's the way I was.
Fuck yeah.
Get in, get out. Let's fucking do this. I was a preemie.
Tired of waiting.
Yeah.
Well, it's about
It's hot in there.
This puss stinks. Let's get me out of here.
it's the same amount of time that it takes for Bob Moullette to text Derek Alders. About that same
Oh
amount.
no, that won't happen. That's
No.
that's
That
we will see
baby's
the
past
collapse of the
due.
uniform.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
But look for that. We're in the talks of being one of the first guests, if not the first guest on his show, which is actually gonna be pretty cool. I got to see the setup and everything
He's
like
not
that.
going to do all 3 of it at the same time, is he? That's stupid. He needs to do one at a time.
No.
We're all different people.
Yeah, but
We don't speak as a group outside of this show. And I don't want to be around you anymore.
I don't want to be around you.
I deserve an exclusive.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the
whatever.
Frost to my Nixon.
True. But we got to have that going on. Other than that, everybody, we really do hope that you guys are being safe. Take it seriously.
Wear a condom everywhere you go.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Wear 2. Double bag it. Wear 2 condoms.
Even if you're just hanging out at home watching fucking Netflix, wear a condom. We don't know where you've been.
Right.
Neither do you.
Right. Shit. For what it's worth, though, guys, we hope that in this time of absolute chaos that we are in, this reality that sucks, we hope that you can actually share this show and let your friends know about the show, because that's our job. Our job is to make you laugh for an hour and a half, sometimes more than that in this particular case.
Talking about this show is the only reason to come within 6 feet of other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's socially acceptable.
And we're sacrificing our health for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think Scotty Rudy Gobert these microphones before we even got down here.
I totally fucking did.
I teabagged him.
Scotty or the microphones? Yep.
Both.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyways, guys, this is our show. This is Laughing on the Sidelines. You can follow us on Facebook at Laughing on the Sidelines. You can also watch all of these episodes. We record all of them on YouTube. You can actually see exactly how ugly we are and our kick-ass fucking new banner that I didn't talk about on last episode.
Oh, you took down the Nazi flag.
I took down the Nazi flag and I put up 3 white guys in a nice, cool new logo.
Apparently somebody doesn't respect Mengele's work.
My mother, my stepmother, my stepdad all hate
They
the
took that
banner.
Nazi flag.
Do they?
They hate it.
They like the Nazi flag, though.
Loved it.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Sure.
Stuff.
No, of course not. There was no Nazi flag up there.
Are their last names Himmler?
No, Heinrich.
Well, that's a first name.
Oh. Was
Heinrich Himmler. Yeah.
Oh. No, it was switched around.
Now it is.
Oh, they
yeah.
went phone book style.
Yeah,
Okay. Fair enough.
There's a comma.
Sure. Himmler. Alma Heinrich.
I didn't even know that. Anyways, guys,
That sucks because people are going to realize they're going to think that like a lot of this is like, man, all of a sudden our white power listeners have just grown exponentially.
Scott,
This is weird.
I'm going to be honest with you. You're the worst Nazi ever.
Yeah.
I know, I am.
You are a shit Nazi. Fucking Hitler would have put you in the back somewhere.
Dude,
You're 30 years old and
tell-
you'd still be in the Hitler
I tell you
youth.
what. I tell you what.
That's-
And I'm just now thinking about this because we're making racist jokes. But so I got a phone.
Not really. Nazi jokes.
Well,
we
Nazi
haven't
jokes.
brought any.
Race, well, somewhat racist if it's a Nazi.
Nazis are stupid.
I got FaceTime by my
Nazi?
no.
By me. By me.
My
you
local
asshole.
Nazi FaceTimed me yesterday. And
You FaceTime
we were just,
me.
we were
Why did
Jesus
you do
Christ. No, for I got FaceTime by probably one of my best friends.
Bob Moullette?
No.
God damn it, I can't even get him to fucking text me back, and he's FaceTiming
He
me.
doesn't even make regular phone calls. He's FaceTiming. It's all about the fucking picture
I
text.
swear to God, I'm gonna get a FaceTime during this episode while he hasn't texted me
Hey,
back.
it's Bob, what's up? What happened to the Nazi flag?
Every time Scotty texts him, Bob responds with a FaceTime call. I felt like this was too important to put into fucking writing. I really wanted to talk to you face to face.
I got it. For what it's worth, I gotta give a shout out. I gotta shout out to my
Nazis?
No, my brother Michi. He beat me to the punch. He FaceTimed me over the weekend, and Michi and I have been best friends since we were
That's
7.
not a real name.
His name is Demetrius. Demetrius Dante Martin. He has been my.
Say that he's a fucking adult. He wears pants.
Yeah. We've called him Michi ever since we were kids. He's my oldest friend
Don't
that I
put
have.
me in this nonsense. I haven't called him anything.
Yeah, and his dad Bo and Lori. That's Mama Bo and Mama Lori and Papa Bo, and they mean a lot to me. And they're sitting at home and they're being quarantined too. So they're
we all are, Scott.
Yeah, I know.
We're all sitting at home.
I feel bad though because he had to be the one to call
anywhere.
me. He had to be the one to call me.
Well, that's just because you're a shitty friend like Bobby Moe.
I'm a fucking
You Bobby Mo'd him.
Yeah, I did.
God, you're an asshole.
I know. God. I hang out with you fuckers.
I like this guy. What's his name?
Michi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like that part of him. Let's slap some adult on him.
He's my brother. We
doesn't
grew up.
sound like it.
No, he is. He's been.
I want to see the birth certificate.
Well, he's not my actual brother. He happens to be a black guy too.
He's a brother to you like Obama is.
Well, I mean, he's a black guy.
Right.
Best friend since we were kids.
From Kenya, just like Obama.
And I feel bad, but I love that kid. Anyway, you guys are our advertisement. We really do appreciate it. You sharing this show to anybody that you can that you think would like this show. So that's why we always say, if you like us, do us a favor, tell your friends, tell your family. If you don't like us,
we hope your N95 mask is filled with period blood and you jump in a Shark Tank.
If you don't like us,
tell your enemies.
And until next time,
we stay crunchy even in milk.
And until next time,
leave it at
have
that.
a good night, fuckers.
See you later. Take care.